Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of the Cornhuskers and home to some of the most loyal fans in the sport where, once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Get us started with the opening kickoff. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. He'll start this drive firing. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback will audible. Back to pass, it's Addison. Got his man quickly. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Kept it in his pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! Lining up for the PAT.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6. I think they'll celebrate with you boys.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get landed up.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll throw it on first down. They're working that left side. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Wants to throw on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Addison. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored it.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Offense set on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Coming after it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On second down, wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Now on first down from the 30. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. On the move, he fires. Complete downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
It's complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll leave it with the lone back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Looking to throw, it's Addison. Finds his big tight end. All kinds of running room. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Huskers. Lining up to add another. Let's see. He can block. He can catch. He can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He wants to throw. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Nebraska 14, Notre Dame 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up second down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Now on the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Irish. He'll try to tack on one more.
And I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field. It's Addison. Moves around to clear up the vision. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking to scramble. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. He's got it. At the 20, he's got space. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. You're backed up in a bad position, and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown. That's a great drive by the offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a top 5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by a field goal over UCLA. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to get behind the defense. And he intercepts it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can ping them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Into the creative space on 3rd and short with the wide receiver. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Wants to fire on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Zings it complete to the right. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense.
Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
Well, they thought they had the look they wanted for a fake punt there, but the defense was just way too alert. Give them credit for getting the stop, and now they set their offense up in great field position.
Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to get to him. On the move is the 30. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking downfield, it's Addison. Finds his target down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Notre Dame. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team.
To kick it away.
First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Excellent coverage that time, didn't give him any room to set up a big return. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Got his man on the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays.
Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Shakes off the tackle. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Oh, what a cut! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Number 17, set to kick this one.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw. It's Addison. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Pulls it in. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there. 3rd and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first? Man, that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Now, 4th down.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Holds and fires complete to the right. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Going up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Looking to throw for it. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, first and goal. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Touchdown, Irish! They move on top here in the fourth.
Well, they go back to the option play. Now, this is the second time, Paul, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You could tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To throw, it's Addison. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here come the Irish back on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, the this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope they're deep.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Finds his tight end. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Buying some time. He's going to run it. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, 1-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
The play action fake. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot, 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
Now sliding to his left. Push down for the tackle.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air. It's Addison. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. And this feels like the exclamation point. The defense with a scoop and score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's now a final in one of the more intriguing games of the season, this huge top 5 clash. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, although nothing compares to a top 5 duel. A revealing outcome with massive implications, man.
Devin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Stands in and takes the hit. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And they fight them to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm